They say if a place wants you to stay, it will make sure you never leave. The lock clicked shut behind me. I hadn't touched it. At first, I told myself it was just old wiring. Old buildings do that. They settle, they creak, they shift when winter comes. That's what the landlord said when I asked him about the locks. He smiled too quickly and avoided my eyes. "This place gets cold," he said. "Cold makes things tighten." That was the first lie. I moved into apartment 3B at the start of December. It was cheap. Too cheap for a place that size. 1 bedroom, narrow kitchen, windows that faced a frozen courtyard where sunlight never really reached. The radiators knocked all night like someone tapping from inside the walls. The first week, nothing happened, just the cold. A kind of cold that clung to your skin even after a hot shower. I wore sweaters indoors, slept with socks on. Still, I woke up shivering. Then came the locks. One morning, I tried to leave for work and the door wouldn't open. The handle turned, but the deadbolt was slid tight. I assumed I had locked it, without thinking. Except, I never used the deadbolt. I checked. It takes a key from the inside, and the key was still on the table. I laughed it off. People forget things all the time. That night, it happened again. I was on the couch, half asleep, when I heard it. A slow, deliberate sound. Click. Not loud, not sharp, just firm, final. I sat up and stared down the hallway. The front door stood at the end, painted a dull gray. I didn't move, I didn't breathe. Then I heard another sound. The window. Click. Every lock, one by one, closing. I didn't sleep after that. The next morning, I tested everything. Doors, windows, the bathroom latch, all normal. No tricks, no automatic systems, just old metal and stiff frames. I asked the neighbor across the hall, an older woman who smelled like dust and old paper. She paused when I mentioned winter. "Does it lock at night?" she asked. "Yes." She nodded slowly. "Then it started." I asked her what she meant. She closed her door without another word. By mid-December, the apartment felt smaller. The walls seemed closer, the ceilings lower. The cold deepened no matter how high. I turned the heat. My breath fogged the air at night. And the locks? They became routine. Every night at exactly 2:17 a.m., the first click. I started recording it on my phone. Not the sound, the time, always the same. One night, I stayed awake and waited. 2:16, 2:17, click. My stomach dropped. I stood and walked slowly toward the door. My hand hovered over the handle. I pressed my ear to the wood. That's when I heard breathing. Not from the hallway, from inside the apartment, behind me. I turned around fast. Nothing. Empty room. Shadows pooled. In the corners, thick and unmoving. I told myself it was stress, isolation. Winter does that to people. But the next morning, I found something new. Scratches. Thin lines along the inside of the front door, as if something had tried to get out, or in. I couldn't tell which was worse. I confronted the landlord again. This time, he didn't smile. "People don't usually stay past January," he said. "You're still here." I asked him why. He hesitated, then said, "Because once the apartment decides to keep you, it locks tighter." That night, the power went out. Total darkness. No heat, no sound but the wind pressing against the building like a heavy hand. I wrapped myself in blankets and sat on the floor, shaking. 2:17 a.m. Click. Then another sound. Slower. Deeper. The bedroom door. Click. I hadn't closed it. I backed against the wall, heart pounding. The air felt thick, like it was pressing down on my chest. Frost spread across the windows in delicate patterns, creeping inward. I whispered, "Please," without knowing who I was talking to. The breathing returned. Closer now. Right beside me. "You stayed," a voice said. Not loud, not angry, just tired. I screamed and reached for the light switch. Nothing. I ran for the door, yanking the handle. It didn't move. The scratches were deeper now, fresh. "Everyone leaves," the voice continued, "except you." The cold burned. My fingers went numb. The floor felt like ice. I don't remember falling asleep. I woke up to sunlight, warmth. The door was unlocked. I ran, barely grabbed my coat, barely made it outside. I didn't stop until I was 3 blocks away, gasping in the cold air. I never went back. Weeks later, curiosity got the better of me. I searched public records. Old tenant reports, missing person notices. Every winter, someone disappeared from apartment 3B. Always mid-January, always locked inside. The last report ended with a note from the landlord. Apartment vacant, locks secured. It's winter again now. I pass that building sometimes. The windows of 3B are dark, frosted, sealed tight. Last night, as I walked by, I heard it. Click. Voiceover whispered, "If you're somewhere cold tonight, check your locks, and if they close on their own, don't stay to see why." Subscribe before your screen goes dark, and tell me this: if a place tried to keep you forever, would you know when to leave?